Hello, my name is Juan Carlos FAUVETY and I'm a filmmaker. I made this documentary about Stanley Kramer, which I'm going to present to you now. I made this film thanks to the permission of the Kramer family, who I met at the Directors Guild of America in West Hollywood, California in March 2001, just a few weeks after Stanley Kramer passed away. It was a wonderful experience to make this film and to present it to the world. The film is 25 minutes long. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Where were we when Hitler began shrieking his hate in Reichstag? Where were we when our neighbors were being dragged out in the middle of the night to Dachau? Where were we when they cried out in the night to us? Were we deaf? Dumb? Blind?
Why is it, my old friend, that you've moved so far away from me?
No, all motion is relative, Matt. Maybe it's you who have moved away by standing still.
We got orders to go to the West Pacific, and when we put our nose up north of Iwo Jima, the air was filled with radioactive dust.
You could do it in a year, maybe only 6 months. It would depend on you.
You mean in 6 months or a year I could work my way into a wheelchair? That's what you mean, isn't it?
If everybody was so smart, why didn't they know what would happen?
It did.
Remember the wisdom of Solomon in the book of Proverbs. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind.
Happy, 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 happy. Thank you, God. Happy.
I loved her. I loved her.
Any openings along these lines, huh?
Stanley Kramer was born in Brooklyn, New York on September 29, 1913. He died in Woodland Hills, California on February 19, 2001. He produced 35 motion pictures and directed 15 of them. He was 3 times nominated for the Academy Award for Best Director. He was given the Irving G. Thalberg Award for Distinguished Contribution to Filmmaking. This is a film tribute to him, to the filmmaker, to the husband, to the father, to the man behind the camera, and the dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would promise you an experience in screen performance beyond anything you have ever seen.
Produced by Stanley Kramer.
Group members during the 16 hours that they met. So what you'll see here are just a few of the things that happened to 4 of these people.
G's.
case is unusual in that the defendants are charged with crimes committed in the name of the law.
Der anerkannte Sinn dieses Gerichts
The avowed purpose of this tribunal
is broader than the visiting of retribution on a few men.
Not true, not true, not true.
And I cannot protest too strongly.
The most calculated, the most devastating crimes in the history of all mankind.
What else do you admit to, Mrs. Walden? What else?
Hello!
Men sterilized because of political belief. A mockery made of friendship and faith. Murder of children.
Stanley Kramer, he was a mensch. Courageous. Brave.
Come on!
Because he made pictures ahead of their time that had a definite social conscience.
Cyrano, Savinien, Hercule de Bergerac.
You see, I never believed in love.
They're making me run. I've never run from anybody before.
I had enough of the oil business.
Eloquent. When it blows, the typhoon howls and the clouds darken.
It was like I couldn't see all of them I wanted to see. My brains couldn't gather together quick enough to take it all in. And then they were gone.
Know that I glory in this nose of mine. For a great nose indicates a great man. Genial, courteous, intellectual.
I'm out of the fight business. It stinks, no kidding.
In the end, somehow granted the time for examination, we shall find that our so-called civilization was gloriously destroyed by a handful of vacuum tubes and transistors.
You got any idea how many times you get hit in the stomach in a 4-round bout? You know, the human body wasn't made for the sole benefit of the fight game.
This is a corpse.
What's eating you? Just because I called you a name?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you are, ain't it? It's like calling a spade a spade. I'm a honky.
About death in the particular, believe me, there is nothing funny at all.
Just a few of the things that happened to 4 of these people. A few highlights. The question they examine is, what is it like to be oneself? What are other people like when they are themselves?
When I had my heart attack, there was a dream I had. You can talk about death. I've seen it many times as a doctor. But you never know what it's like until it almost happens to you.
Now these people will try to discover the secret of being together.
I dreamed I had already died. I dreamed I was in a box. The sweat broke out all over my body. I wanted to cry out. I can't be dead. I haven't lived.
This is where the fate of learning will be decided for the next 10,000 years. Oh, tempora, oh, mores.
Are we going to do this again?
The measure of a civilization is the degree to which
Cooperative intelligence replaces brute force.
It is not the defense's contention that Lieutenant Commander Quigg is a coward. Quite the contrary. The defense assumes that no man who rises to command a United States naval ship can possibly be a coward.
The principle of criminal law in every civilized society has this in common. This man wishes to be accorded the same privilege as a sponge. He wishes to think.
Honor, I must interrupt. The defendant is not aware of what he's saying. He's not aware of the implications.
I am aware. I am aware.
He wants to destroy everybody's belief in the Bible and in God.
Yes. Burned out, certainly. You were saying that the men are not responsible for their acts. You're going to have to explain that to me. You're going to have to explain it very carefully. There'll be 100 million people right here in this country who will be shocked and offended and appalled at the two of you. The Bible is a book. It's a good book, but it is not the only book. You can try to ignore those people, or you can feel sorry for them and for their prejudices and their bigotry and their blind hatreds and stupid fears. You are particularly brilliant in your use of logic. So, what you suggest may very well happen. It is logical in view of the times in which we live. But to be logical is not to be right. And nothing on God's earth could ever make it right. But I can tell you, the memories are still there. Clear, intact, indestructible.
Mr. Stanley Kramer. Well, you all know him for, let's say, Judgment at Nuremberg, and you know him for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but don't forget he made Mad, 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 Mad World.
Stanley Kramer, because he was a filmmaker and appreciated comedians and understood how to let them live and breathe in a movie.
My name is Stanley Kramer.
Before the people of the world, let it now be noted that here in our decision, this is what we stand for: justice, truth, and the value of a single human being.
Was man alles im Liebesrausch tut. küsst und so lebt, wie man träumt und halt gar nichts versäumt. Das ist schön, wunderschön. Das ist schön, wunderschön, das tut gut, was man alles im Liebesrausch tut. Und zur Nacht fliegt ein flüsterndes Flehen. Ach, verweile, du bist ja so schön. Doch die Liebe bleibt nur, wo sie ist, wenn man immer aufs Neue sich küsst und so lebt, wie man träumt und halt gar nichts versäumt. Das ist schön, wunderschön.